If you have some rubbish in the Cathedral quarter in Belfast, this is the worst place to be. This is Hill Street, and I don't go out much anymore for reasons that will become obvious shortly, but I never really remember seeing any bins around here. So I thought I would check it out. I went onto Google Street View and had a bit of a digital dander just to see, are there any bins? I started to spot some, so I thought actually what I'll need to do is start taking note. I drew an outline on a Google map of what would broadly be accepted as a cathedral quarter, and then just got to work walking around, noting where all the bins are. I went street by street and even went back through time to the comforting and pixelated era of 2008 to be 100% sure. Once I'd done all that, I stuck them on the map. To get an idea of coverage, I give each bin a 100-metre radius around it to identify any dead zones. But you can't believe anything you read on the internet, including yourself, so I got up early one morning to walk around and check my findings. It was fun actually, watching myself walk around my wee map. It was like a video game, having to collect them all but not win anything at the end. But my internet research had paid off. It was more or less bang on. Here in Bridge Street there's 5 bins in a row, and on my map 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And where I expected to see no bins, right enough I saw no bins. Now I know I said Hill Street was the dead zone for bins, but here just behind the Cathedral and at the Mac it's also a dead zone, but it wouldn't have the same footfall or nightlife, I don't think, so let's just focus on Hill Street for now. So you're out on a night out and you discover you have a crisp packet or snottery tissue or chewing gum wrapped up in your pocket. Are you going to walk all the way to Donegal Street, which I think is the next closest bin? I walked there a few times, counting the steps each way. Although I did lose count a few times because I just wasn't paying attention. But in the end, it was about 124 steps from Hill Street to this bin on Donegal Street. Is the average person going to do that, or keep it in their pocket, or are they going to throw it on the ground? To be fair, it's never really that messy around here. Do we need a bin? I don't know. It was just something that I thought of doing. Right.